Okay, dear friends, welcome to the language program, German language program of the D-Sales Academy. Today, we are going to do with very fundamental things in the German grammar. These fundamentals are called the accusative, dative and genitive. So basically there are four different cases in German language. They are nominative, accusative, dative and genitive. So let's start with accusative, and while explaining the accusative, naturally we will come to know what is the nominative also. Now look at the sentence. Richard versteht das Wort. It's a very simple German sentence consisting of just three words: Richard, versteht and das Wort. So this sentence means that Richard understands the word. Now if we analyze this sentence, you will find three parts in this sentence: Richard, versteht, das Wort. We will begin from the verb, because in every language the verb is a most decisive factor. It's the most important factor in every language. In German also that's the case. Versteht means to understand. Now if you just hear the verb to understand, naturally you will have the tendency to ask who understands. The answer would be Richard. Richard understands. So Richard is the Täter. This is a German expression for the nominative, somebody who does some action. So Richard is the Täter. In other words, in the grammar language we say that Richard is in the nominative case. Some people say Richard is a subject. Everything is the same. The subject, the nominative case and the Täter, these are all the different words for the same expression. So Richard versteht das Wort. Richard understands the word. Richard understands. What does he understand? Das Wort. Then we have the complete sentence like Richard versteht das Wort. Hence we say that das Wort is in the accusative case, or in German it is known as das Wort ist im Akkusativ. Some people say that Wort is the direct object of the verb. So remember, whenever you say that it is the direct object or the accusative case, we mean the same thing. There is absolutely no difference. So coming back to our original sentence, Richard versteht das Wort. Richard is in nominative, verstehen is the verb, and das Wort is the direct object, or it is also known as the accusative. Another example, Richard versteht die Lehrerin. Richard understands the teacher, the lady teacher. The question arises, wen versteht Richard? Whom does Richard understand? Answer is die Lehrerin. So as we told earlier, The Lehrerin is an accusative, or it is a direct object in this particular sentence. In the last sentence, please remember, it was das Wort. It was a neutral noun. Here, the direct object or accusative is die Lehrerin. That is a feminine noun. Now we come to the most important thing in the accusative in German language. Look at the sentence. Richard versteht den Lehrer. Wen versteht Richard? Whom does Richard understand? Den Lehrer. Or in other words, den Lehrer ist im Akkusativ. But something has happened here. When we said das Wort, there was absolutely no change. When we talked about the Lehrerin, there was no change. What does it mean? Neutral nouns and feminine nouns do not undergo any change in the article in the accusative case. But Lehrer is der Lehrer. It is a masculine noun. It is a masculine singular noun, and hence the rule is that when a masculine singular noun comes as a direct object or in the accusative case, that der will change to den. I repeat once again, when a masculine singular noun appears or comes as the direct object or in the accusative case, that der will change to den. There is a rule given here. The masculine singular der, that is the article, that changes to den. Similarly, the indefinite masculine ein, that is indefinite, that is not a definite article, that is indefinite, that will change to einen. For example, Richard versteht einen Lehrer. You cannot say Richard versteht ein Lehrer. Richard versteht einen Lehrer. But look at these sentences. Richard versteht die Lehrerinnen. Lehrerin is Lehrerin is feminine singular. Our Lehrerinnen is plural. That means the plural nouns do not undergo any change in the accusative case. Let it be masculine plural nouns, neutral plural nouns, or feminine plural nouns. They will remain as such without any change. The only thing which changes, it is very easy to remember, the masculine singular der will change to den, ein will change to einen. The rules are here given once again. No article changes in plural. Now let's look at some other examples. Kauft einen Bleistift. Because the article of Bleistift is there, it is a masculine singular noun. So ein will change to einen. Die Kinder fragen den Lehrer. Der Lehrer will change to den Lehrer. Ich habe einen Stuhl gekauft. It is der Stuhl, masculine singular. Ein changes to einen. Similarly, kein also will change to keinen. If you remember kein, it is a negation word. It is a word which shows some negation. Ich habe keinen Stuhl gekauft. That means I didn't buy any chair. So kain will change to kainen, and similarly in the same order all the possessive pronouns like mine, thine, sein, unser, ihr, euer, and all these possessive pronouns also will undergo the same change, but only in the singular masculine case. An example is given here. Hat meinen Vater eingeladen. He has invited my father. So their Vater masculine, mein Vater with possessive masculine singular, so mein Vater changes to meinen Vater. Similarly, hat deinen Vater eingeladen, hat ihren Vater eingeladen, hat unseren Vater eingeladen, and so on and so forth. So the most important thing that you have to keep in mind is only when, this is a repetition but still I am saying that once again, if a masculine singular nouns comes as a direct object or in the accusative case, just make sure that you have changed the article, whether it will be a definite article or indefinite article or negation word or possessive pronouns. That is all about accusative. Now let's try to bring these grammar rules together. If the question Frage is wer, that is who, or was what, the answer will be in nominative case. Example, wer kommt, who is coming? Der Lehrer kommt, the teacher is coming. Lehrer, der Lehrer is nominative or the subject. Was ist falsch? What is wrong? Der Satz ist falsch, the sentence is wrong. So der Satz, it's not a living person, it is not a living thing, it is a non-animate thing, still we say that it is in the nominative. If the question is wen oder was, then naturally the answer will be in accusative. Wen fragst du? Ich frage den Lehrer. Den Lehrer is an accusative. Was zeigt er? What does he show? Er zeigt den Film. He is showing the film. So question wen for persons or was for things, the answer is in accusative case. Now we are now trying to do some grammatical terminology. There is a word called valence in the German grammar. Look at the sentences. Es regnet, it rains, or in English they say it is raining. The meaning is complete, or we say that der Satz ist vollständig, it's a complete sentence. Hence, the verb regnen does not demand any other word to make the sentence complete. I repeat, the word regnen or to rain does not demand any other word to make the sentence complete. That is enough. Es regnet. One pronoun in the place of the subject, it is not the subject, a pronoun in the place of the subject and the verb. The sentence is vollständig, it is complete. Hence we say that the verb regnen is a verb with zero valency because it doesn't demand any other word. It doesn't demand an accusative. It doesn't demand a dative. It doesn't demand a genitive. Similarly, the sun shined the sun shines, complete sentence. Es schneit, it snows, the snow is falling down. But now look at the sentence, fragt, he is asking. Here der Satz ist nicht vollständig. The sentence is an incomplete sentence, because immediately you want to ask, wen fragt er? Whom is he asking? Fragt den Lehrer, he is asking the teacher. So if we want a complete sentence, fragt, the nominative and the verb is not sufficient. We need one more. That means here in this case, a accusative object or a direct object to make this sentence complete. Hence we say in the grammar language, the verb fragen has one valency. It has got a valency of 1. Similar sentences. Wiederholt die Übung. He is repeating the exercise. Ich nehme das Buch. I take the book. Wir haben einen Bleistift. We have a pencil. Sie schließt die Tür. She closes the door. Now, we come to a very unique feature in the German language, and this is not there in most of the European languages and in most of the Indian languages. For example, look at the sentence, Ich fahre nächste Woche nach Chennai, or nächsten Monat nach Chennai. That means ich fahre nächsten Monat nach Chennai, oder ich fahre nächstes Jahr nach Deutschland. Now, if you observe these sentences very carefully, you will find that nächste Woche, nächsten Monat, nächstes Jahr, these are all words or temporal Angaben which show some time. Nächste Woche, it has got something to do with time. Nächsten Monat, it is Zeitverbunden, it is connected with time. Nächstes Jahr, that is also connected with the time. Hence, these phrases like nächste Woche, nächsten Monat und nächstes Jahr, we say that these are all Zeitangaben. Angaben, details or informations regarding time. So, all the Zeitangaben in the German language have to be in the accusative case. This is a very unique feature in the German language or in the German grammar. So it would be wrong to say, ich fahre nächster Monat nach Chennai. Monat is der Monat. So usually in English, I go to Chennai next month. But in German, this Zeitangabe has to be expressed in the accusative. So you have to say, ich fahre nächsten Monat nach Chennai, oder ich fahre nächstes Jahr nach Deutschland. Similarly, it will become more clear to you if you read these sentences. Hat den ganzen Tag gearbeitet. He has worked the full day, the whole day. Ich habe einen Monat hier gewohnt. I stayed here for 1 month. Warten Sie bitte einen Augenblick. Just please wait for a minute. So you see, ganzen Tag, den ganzen Tag, einen Monat, einen Augenblick, these are all Zeitangaben. Again, as we said earlier, all these Zeitangaben, it is a must, they have to be in the accusative case. Or one more sentence regarding the Zeitangabe. That is, ich sehe ihn jeden Sonntag. I meet him every Sunday. Now, look at the next two sentences. Die Tasche war 1 Kilo schwer. Oder die Straße ist 1 Kilometer lang. You will wonder why this is 1 Kilo and 1 Kilometer. Because in English it is just not like this. The bag is 1 kilo heavy, it is heavy by 1 kilo. Or the street is 1 kilometer long. This is what is known as Maßangaben, measure. And the German language insists, the German grammar insists that the Maßangaben also have to be in the accusative. So it would be wrong to say die Tasche war 1 Kilo schwer or die Straße ist 1 Kilometer lang. You have to remember this rule and you have to say die Tasche war 1 Kilo schwer or die Straße ist 1 Kilometer lang. A very unique, a very special grammatische Erscheinung. A very unique German module in the accusative case of German grammar. Now, when we talk about accusative case, I mean, we have to mention some prepositions also. Some preposition. Preposition means a word which stands in front of the noun. In front of. That is a preposition. Like durch, für, ohne, gegen, etc. are some of the prepositions which have to be in the accusative. It cannot take any other case. Look at the sentence. Wir gehen durch den Park. It is their park, aber wir gehen durch den Park. There becomes den. Das Geschenk ist für meinen Bruder. Mein Bruder becomes meinen Bruder if that für preposition is in front of it. Ohne, without. Ich gehe nie ohne meinen Freund spazieren. I never go for a walk without my friend. Wir sitzen den Tisch. We sit around the table. Takes here the meaning around. It is a local preposition. Local means something got to do with a space or ort. Also their Tisch becomes den Tisch. But remember, this has nothing got to do with ich komme 8 Uhr. I will come at 8 o'clock. Because here is used not in a local sense but in a temporal sense. Something got to do with time. So don't confuse each other. Has got two meanings. Is used in two different ways. Das ist a lokal Präposition. Das ist auch eine temporal Präposition. Now we have a preposition entlang. Along, parallel to. That is the meaning. Wir fahren den Fluss entlang. There is a river flowing like this and we are traveling almost parallel to the river. Entlang perhaps is the only preposition which comes after the noun. Even though the name is preposition, it is mostly used after the noun. Also it would be wrong to say wir fahren entlang den Fluss. You have to say wir fahren den Fluss entlang. Bis, till. Ich warte bis nächsten Montag. I will wait till next Monday. Gegen, against. Das Auto fährt gegen den Baum. The car goes or travels and hits against the tree. Okay, so gentlemen, also what we have done, we have tried to define accusative case. We have seen how the article changes in the singular masculine. We have also talked about the Zeit and Maßangaben, and finally we talked about some prepositions which are always and always used with accusative only. So that's about accusative. I hope you have understood. Thank you. We'll meet again.